Welcome to Bear Meat Cabin. Do you recognize the original name of Blountsville? That's right. The town established in 1816 was an important crossroads of two trade routes. At these crossroads, there was a cabin that belonged to an Indian translator, Bear Meat. Blountsville became the county seat and remained so until 1889. As a pioneer town, Blountsville grew rapidly and was a bustling center of trade and commerce. It was home to numerous schools, including the Academy College and the District Agricultural School. Blountsville served as a Confederate cavalry depot during the Civil War and was occupied by Union forces under General Abel Strait. During the last century, the town, while maintaining its historical beauty, is no longer the commercial center it once was. You would not be able to attend college in Blountsville or find a bustling crossroads economy. Blountsville's situation might be compared to the situation of ancient Colossae in the day of Apostle Paul. Paul was writing to a once vibrant population center that a Greek historian had called a populous city, wealthy and of considerable magnitude. But at the time Paul wrote the letter, Colossae had become a small market town. In fact, the most important historical fact about Colossae is the letter we have in our Bibles today. Paul wrote the letter while he was under house arrest in Rome in about 60 AD. Many of Paul's letters was written to churches he had founded earlier. But Paul had never been to Colossae. The church there had been formed and founded by Epaphras. His congregation was made up largely of Gentiles, that was non-Jewish believers. They came out of a pagan background, which made the church an easy target for false teachings. The difficulties the congregation was having led Epaphras to go to Rome for Paul's guidance, which ultimately resulted in a letter that we will begin studying today. If you didn't grow up in church or going to Sunday school and all of that, you might be asking yourself, what would a letter that was written 2,000 years ago to Roman Christians have to say to me today? Well, you might be surprised. Paul was writing to men and women who were new in faith, and they were facing some pretty difficult circumstances, and they really needed guidance. Paul wrote to them to tell them one thing: Jesus is adequate for every struggle they face today. Paul wanted the early Christians to be clear about what it was like to be a Jesus follower, and also clear on what it would do to change their lives. I hope you will take advantage of this study. Take part in reading the letter with us over the next 8 weeks. Think about Paul's words to the Colossians. This same good news that came to you is going out all over the world. It is changing lives, just as it has changed your lives from the day you first heard and understood the truth about God's wonderful grace.